Hello, I'm Rob Johnson. Here are some stories making news right now. There was chaos at Larry Nassar's sentencing today. The father of 3 daughters, sexually abused by Nassar, lunged at him and was quickly taken down by bailiffs. The former gymnastics doctor is at his 3rd sentencing hearing for abusing dozens of young women. Randall Margraves rushed at Nassar after 2 of his 3 daughters provided impact statements outlining how the former doctor sexually assaulted them. Margraves later apologized to the court for his outburst. Nassar was recently sentenced to 175 years in a different trial. Meantime, an embattled state senator remains on the primary ballot with barely enough support. CBS 2's Derek Blakely with that improbable story.
Today we're following one of the most fascinating stories in Chicago election history, and I mean literally. State Senator Ira Silverstein, the embattled senator from Rogers Park, who'd been the only state legislator accused of sexual harassment, has been battling for his political life, trying to get on the ballot to stage a re-election campaign. He submitted 1,999 signatures to get on the ballot. You have to have at least 1,001 valid signatures, but his signatures have been challenged before the Board of Elections. Well, today, the Board of Elections certified his appearance on the ballot, saying that he had 1,002 valid signatures. He got on the ballot by the narrowest margin that anyone can remember, really in Chicago history, at least anyone that's still around can remember. Now, it's not clear exactly who challenged his ballot signatures. It was done in the name of a voter in his district. It's believed, however, that one of his opposition candidates were behind this challenge because you have to hire lawyers and this gets somewhat expensive. But it's a fascinating process to watch up close. So now Ira Silverstein has admitted to his constituents as well that he made some mistakes. Didn't exactly apologize for this accused act of sexual harassment, but he admitted to his constituents that he made mistakes, and according to what the Elections Board says now, he should be on the ballot for the primary. However, there is still one caveat. The objectors, in other words, the people who were challenging his ballots, still have the opportunity to go to court. They have 5 days to decide whether they will go to court to try to get him thrown off the ballot and get some of those signatures ruled invalid in court. But for now, he is in the clear, and he looked very relieved at the Board of Elections today.
And check out this dramatic video of a service dog rescue in Indiana. Firefighters in Crown Point saved this pooch from an icy pond this morning. Rescue crews were on the scene in minutes and waded through the broken ice to pull the dog to safety. Officials say the dog was taken to a veterinarian and is expected to be okay. Well, woodpeckers take a lot of hits to the head during their lifetimes, but appear to function just fine. Scientists want to know why and want to see if bird brains can help humans. Here's CBS 2's Vince Gerasoli.
Hi everyone, it's Vince Gerasoli, and this is really a cool place. We were several stories under Lake Michigan in the bowels of the Field Museum. And on these shelves here are over 11,500 pickled bird specimens, the bodies of birds that are used by scientists and researchers to learn more about the species, but also to learn more about the humans that inhabit this planet. Human brains. Inside this jar are the brains of 12 woodpeckers, and researchers at Boston University asked the Field Museum if they could borrow the carcasses of 12 woodpeckers so they could study the impact of the repeated hitting of a woodpecker's head on its brain as it lives a normal life. And here's what they found, that in spite of the continued banging and banging that a woodpecker does with its head against a tree or against the side of your house, it still continues to function as a bird. So that means perhaps maybe something is going on in a woodpecker's body that helps it perform even though it bangs its head so many times against a tree or against your house. And if woodpeckers have learned how to live a normal life, the species goes on, perhaps there's something we can learn from that to help humans who have had significant brain trauma. That's just something you learn when you visit the Field Museum.
And finally, here's Mary Kay Kleist with a look at your weekend weather forecast. Mary Kay.
Obviously, the Arctic air is locked in place tonight, and as we go through the late night hours, a few flurries or light snow showers certainly possible, but really we're looking at this area of low pressure that's going to pull from Rapid City and start pressing snow chances across the Great Lakes region, creating some travel troubles for people trying to head to the Super Bowl in Minneapolis as we head into Saturday. Some airline delays are certainly possible because of this system moving through. Now, it looks like the higher totals for us would be north of the border into Wisconsin, but if you're in Lake and McHenry County or Kenosha County, we could see 3 to 4 inches ending Sunday. So this is Saturday night through Sunday. Also, Valparaiso into South Bend could see those 3 to 4 inch totals. City of Chicago to Joliet and Aurora averaging about 2 to 3 inches of snow. But keep checking in with us because we're going to fine tune that as we go through the weekend. Now, this whole thing will start as a wintry mix on Saturday because the temperature will rise to about 37. The best snow for accumulation will be overnight Saturday into Sunday. Kind of an active pattern here early next week. Afternoon snow showers and highs in the 20s.